Okay, welcome, my friends. My name is Scott, and I'm here on a special one-on-one coaching session with Fred Crosby. Where you from, Fred?
I'm out of Southfield, Michigan.
Awesome. And what I'm really excited about today, my friends, is that Fred, he's constantly in the last year or 2 years been doing CPA offers in the cars niche. Is that true?
Correct, in the auto industry.
In the auto industry niche. He's actually had so much success. He was running his ads in his campaign, and he knew his targets, his audience, the age group, males, females. He knew everything dialed in, and we're going to be dialing that in on Bing as well. But he was getting so good on Facebook where he was making upwards of $7,000 to $8,000
Correct. That's how much money we generate. We were profiting
weekly, daily, monthly.
daily. We're profiting little better than 4,500 a day.
Daily, guys. And this is the person who I'm talking to right now. And we're going to be spending the next 2 hours together going over his own personal Bing ads campaign. And what I'm really excited about is he's already got the most highest converting capture pages, pages that actually take you through like a follow-up series where they actually ask you questions, and it gets people more and more involved. Anytime you can ask someone like, hey, do you own a car? Yes or no? Yes, I own a car. Do you have insurance? Yes. And every time you get someone to say yes, your conversions go higher because it's like sales psychology. And that's the way his capture pages are. And every single one of them are mobile friendly. And he shared with me a really cool trick. Google has this tool, and it actually tells you the speed of your pages. The speed, guys. And we're going to be running all mobile traffic. And that's how Fred over here has been able to generate $10 per lead. Every time someone enters their email and gets a quote over here, he gets $10, guys, per lead in the car niche. And that's how he was able to do, $7,000, $8,000 a day. Okay. Now, I know a lot of people are probably thinking, I'm thinking right now as well, Fred, is that why would you leave Facebook if it was converting for you? I mean, I pretty much know that you are going to make at least $1,000 a day with this campaign on Bing. Okay. And we're going to master this Bing campaign together. But what did you run into on Facebook so people can realize why Bing is so valuable?
What happened was anyone who's ever ran on Facebook realizes that Facebook has all their requirements, what they want, what they don't want. They're not really what I call affiliate friendly. But for a year, we had no issues whatsoever, and everything was running fine. Then someone decided to tell me, since I'm doing so much volume, I was spending over $2,000 a day, that I should talk to an actual Facebook ad platform rep, get my own rep, so they can help me to
Account
do
manager is basically what it is.
correct. So they gave me their best account manager, and within 2 weeks, my account was shut down.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really the right way to go.
Right, right. You had a profitable campaign, and the campaign was running, and you probably, right now to this day said, damn it, why did I call these guys? I should have never even talked to anybody. I should have just stayed, collecting the checks, stayed, under the radar. And that's actually a lesson learned for a lot of us here today, if you haven't already experienced this. Because what happens is you get excited, right? You get excited and you're like, man, I'm going to call. I'm going to call and see, what I can improve, right? When the campaign is already working, you're already getting 500% ROI. Why would you need a call? And that's happened to me before, where I'll call Bing and we'll go over my ads, right? And next thing you know, 2 hours later, they shut my account down. And you call back and you're like, hey, I need to talk to Darren. Darren, I just got a phone with Darren. just got off the phone with him, and Darren pretends like he doesn't know you, and your account is shut down. So, guys, I guess that is the tip for today's video. We're going to be going into the coaching session now and really going in and creating a phenomenal campaign, my friends. And, using the competitors' traffic, we're going to be using the competitors' ads, and we're going to be definitely monetizing this campaign, making sure that we have the audience down right, male, female, what age group. And you can do all of that stuff in the back office of Bing. And then, we're going to be setting up, I would say, at least 3 campaigns today for your offer, Fred.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm glad to hear it.
And
There's another thing I want to say though, Scott, especially when it comes to affiliates, and affiliate account managers. The reason, and this is important, the reason why I wanted to call the affiliate manager was because once you start making, let's say 1,000, 2,000, or 3,000 or more a day, and it gets good to you, it gets to the point where you're very comfortable with it, and you're constantly thinking, I don't want this to end. So part of you says, well, what would I have to do to make sure everything's legit? Meaning that you think that what you're doing is not legit. And my answer for you is this. If it is legit, it's been legit. They've approved it. They've already approved it. So there's no reason to make any changes. Just don't think that way.
yeah, right. Very, very, very excellent advice. Appreciate, what you're sharing here today. I know it's definitely going to be free information to those looking on the outside in, but it helps me, Fred, to get people that are sitting on the fence. Maybe they got a work from home business that they want to get help with, but they want to set up their own campaign. But ultimately, when it comes to ROI and money, okay, I see you being one of the biggest success stories here inside this mastery class, because you already have the demographics, you already have the pages, you already have the offers, you got high payouts, and you know what you're doing. Okay, you just need someone to really teach you how to master the traffic game on Bing. And I've been doing it for over a year now, and I got the tools that you need, I got the experience that you need, and it's definitely going to be a great opportunity for both of us. If you're making money, I'm making money. That's just how it is. All right, so for everybody else, I hope that you get inside the Bing Mastery class so we can actually set you up your own personal campaign and get you rocking and rolling here shortly. I know, Fred, you could have easily said, I'll figure the Bing thing out myself, but I mean, how could you pass up getting hooked up with coupons? How can you pass up, having someone help you set up your own campaign with your own offer? How could you pass that up? I mean, when I was setting this up, I said, man, I would hire myself over and over, when I put the video together and everything. So I'm pumped up for you, and I'm pumped up for everyone else who's going to learn all the tricks that you're going to be dropping on this video today. I mean, I know you're going to be sharing your expertise, and I know that that's what people really want. They want, experience, and a lot of them, have a little bit of experience with Bing, but they don't have experience in the car niche, and that's where you come to the table. And I think that that's where the value is when it comes to someone who's got experience with traffic on Bing and someone who's got experience with how to convert the mobile traffic into money. And that's what we're going to be doing. This is actually one of the first campaigns I've ever done in the car niche as well as mobile traffic. You're not going to be running any desktop traffic, correct?
No, I mean, actually, you're the teacher in this situation, and therefore, whichever way you say to go, we're going to go. I'm not opposed to any method of traffic. What I want to do is make sure we get a good return on investment. Anything that's 100% or better is an excellent return on investment.
Okay, cool. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing is inside the Bing Ads editor, you can actually duplicate a campaign, right? Like, let's say we create a campaign, then we'll duplicate it, okay, and we'll create one campaign that's just targeting mobile, and that way we could see how the click-through rate on mobile versus desktop, the prices versus, and then we could optimize from there. You know what I mean?
Correct. And you know, when you're looking at testing, this is the test right here of the first lander that we replaced. This is the first lander that we replaced lead pages with.
Okay, yeah. So lead page, this is not lead pages right here, or this is?
No, it was. We started off with lead pages, then we had form site, and then we went to unbounce, and then we learned how to really generate the highest rate of return, and that was through coding. And this is my own direct site, but its conversion ratios were 20% higher than through any of the other locations. If you use cloud, there's a lot of, one of the main reasons that, you know, lead pages, unbounds, form sites, they work is because they're spread across the cloud, giving you a lot more space across the whole country or the world. But you can duplicate that yourself cheaply, almost free. And most people aren't aware of that. And once you learn that, then you don't want your data, you know, aggregated out in other people's hands if you can avoid it.
Right, yeah, they're seeing your traffic, they're seeing your capture pages, they're stealing what's working for you, you know? So why would you open yourself up like that? So yeah, I really appreciate what you just said. Another thing is that we've had people get so creative where they'll find a capture page like this, right? And they want it for their niche, and so they'll go to like elance.com or odesk.com, and they'll just find someone who knows coding, and they'll say, hey, can you copy this page or duplicate this page and put on my domain? And obviously, you know, it's not very difficult. You know, coders can, you know, rewrite this and put it up on your own domain, and without having to pay lead pages and stuff. But I like to have lead pages so you don't have to wait on someone, you don't have to go out there and, you know, hire someone and wait for them to do their thing. You can just put something up and run with it, you know. If you,
Absolutely. Yep.
you know, so you should have both, I guess.
I do. I agree with that 100% because honestly, in everything that you test, everything that you want to put out there, everything that you want to find out first, you want to use one of those groups in order to find out if it's going to work. And then after you have it working, then you can clean it up.
Yeah. Exactly. So guys, tons of value, tons of golden nuggets that are already been dropped. Just wait till you get access to this full recording. My name is Scott. Fred, coming to you from Michigan and Southern California as well, and we'll see you on the inside. Thank you so much. Awesome, Fred. I am so excited. You have the full campaign uploaded. You got your keywords. You have a full, you know, blueprint laid out exactly how to monetize this campaign from here on out. And, you know, one of the things that we learned during this session is that anything with the keywords instant approval or, you know, 100% approved works really well for what you're doing. So, you know, just on a scale of 1 through 10, was this what you thought it would be? I mean, was this?
This is better than I thought it would be. Honestly, just to summarize, you know, I've been in this industry since 1999. I've paid $5,000 for coaching, and all they told me was what I needed to do, and that was about the extent of it. I've paid tons of money. Your campaign and your setup was the most complete that I've ever worked with, and I am so thankful. I'm so thankful that I can't wait till this is actually working and I can give back to you, because honestly, it's worth way more than, you know, you get paid for this. Anyone who's out there who's struggling, who really want to make money online, Scott is your best friend. And if you don't take advantage of what he's offering, don't get mad and say someone else is better, this, that, and the other. Just remember these words. You can never get something for nothing. And if you can get something for something that's more than it's worth, then you're talking to Scott. I really appreciate what you did today.
You bet, my bro. And it's not just today, you know, I want to definitely work with you, get some updates from you. You know, we're definitely going to be shooting, you know, some update videos, you know, some conversions. And, you know, you make money, I make money, we all make money, you know. So you have a lot of experience, and it was definitely a privilege and an honor to be working with you today as well. So I learned a lot, you know, and you pushed me to do things I've never done, which is the car niche, you know, the auto loan niche, the bad credit niche, which is a huge niche. We saw the millions of traffic, the millions of clicks. We saw the competitors, their ads, and everything that they're doing, and we incorporated it with what you have already set up, and it's actually going to work beautiful. I mean, it's like a match made in heaven. You know, instant approvals, low credit loans. I mean, you have it already lined out for success. I mean, your whole sales funnel is congruent from your ads to your keywords to your landing pages. And my friend, you are going to make money. I just feel it.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
All right, guys. Scott Rayleigh here with Fred. He's got everything ready to go. He's got my tools. He's got the logins. I mean, he now knows how to fish. And that's the most important thing. You know, like he said earlier, someone said, you know, this is how you do it, but is it really step by step? Is it really showing them how to fish? Because now he can go out there and go into different markets. He can go out there and experiment with what I showed him. You know, it's not just cars, it's for anything. So, Fred, really, it was an honor. Really appreciate it, my friend. So, looking forward to having updates with you.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, Scott, I really appreciate it. I appreciate the time you gave me. It's invaluable.
That's right. You read my mind. Thank you so much. Okay, and I'll send that over to you right now. I just got your request.
All right, thanks.
All right. Bye-bye, Fred.